What you just saw there was me getting the zenith in just a few seconds and 3 steps. There's nothing extra happening. No mods, no catch at all. Every single step of this glitch was on screen and happened in those few seconds. And while getting the zenith within a few seconds at the start of your playthrough is cool and all, this glitch actually lets us get any craftable item for free, essentially. This opens a ton of possibilities, like using the glitch as a duplication glitch, a money glitch, and using it to skip big parts in the game's progression. And since it's so fast to do, it also makes it super useful for speedruns, with it taking the Zenith world record from minutes down to 2 seconds. This glitch works in version 1.4.4.9, and you will need to do 2 things before you can actually do the glitch. Firstly, pick out what item you want, and then get one of its crafting materials. A great example would be, if you wanted the zenith, then you'd only need to get one of the swords in its crafting recipe. And since you spawn with the copper sword, it's a super easy way to get one of the best items in the game with this glitch. The other thing you'll need to do is be able to have an achievement pop up whenever you want to. This can be any achievement, but obviously some work out better for this glitch than others, like timber, which you get for chopping down your first tree. And since it can be any achievement, this means you can do this glitch multiple times throughout your playthrough. Now, what do you do if you already have every achievement, or already have the achievement you want to use for this glitch? You obviously need to clear your achievements so you can get it again, and luckily there are 2 easy options to do this. If you don't need to clear your achievements though, then you can skip to the timestamp I have on screen now to get the actual glitch tutorial. The easiest and most reusable option is by using the mod I have on screen now. This mod will let you clear your in-game achievements by using a command, and it also lets you give yourself achievements using commands. This mod makes this glitch readily usable at any time you want, and it also won't affect your Steam achievements. But of course, it isn't the only option. The second option requires a little more work, but still lets you do the glitch without touching your Steam achievements. To do this, you will need to make a new Steam account, and family share Terraria to it from your main account. This will let you have a fresh, no achievements version of Terraria without having to rebuy it. But you will have to repeat this step every time you either do the glitch, or worse, whenever you mess up the glitch. One upside to this option is that all of your players and worlds will be accessible on each new Steam account, without you having to move files around. But it's still a hassle overall. And now that we have the crafting material and achievement stuff done with, I can start explaining how to actually do this glitch. Once you have your achievement and crafting material, you will need to get the guide in talking distance from where you will be getting the achievement at. So, for the timber example, we could just try talking to the guide right as we spawn into a new world, once he's next to a tree. Now that you have his talking menu up, go to the crafting option. Here, you will want to take a single crafting material of the item you want, and place it in the search box I have highlighted on screen now. If it ends up being able to craft a lot of items, then you will want to scroll down to the item you want before moving on to the next step. Now that you're on the item you want, you will want to get the achievement, then click the achievement pop-up. Hit the back option, and finally, quickly click the item you wanted in the craft menu. And it should give it to you in return for the single crafting material you had in the search box. So, we got the glitch to work. But what's actually happening here? If you don't care to hear an explanation for this glitch, and just want to skip to where I start talking about how you can use it more in depth, then you can skip to the timestamp I have on screen now. To put it shortly, the guide is basically a special crafting station, meant to only show you recipes. But this glitch turns the guide into a normal crafting station for a split second. And while it's in this normal crafting station state, you can just grab the items from the normally view-only crafting recipes. This happens because when you open the achievement menu and click out of it while having the guide's UI up, it opens your normal crafting UI, where anything you see is craftable. And finally, a few seconds after your normal crafting kicks in, the guide's crafting UI will disappear. So, if you grab the item while both UIs are active during that split second, you will be able to get the item only using the crafting material you used in the guide UI. Now, that's just my guess as to what's happening here, and I could be totally wrong. But regardless, there's still more uses to this glitch, so let's move on to those. Now, while this glitch may seem useless at first glance, since you have to line it up with an achievement each time you want to do it, there's actually a ton of achievements that you can plan for at all times. That you will already have certain materials to get items you normally can't get. And once you have those items, you can even go a step further to throw them in Shimmer so you can get all of their crafting materials, making for a great duplication glitch. Some of the easiest achievements that you can line up for this are ones that you either consume something, break something, or wait for something to get the achievement. So let's go over some of them. Starting with ones you can plan for at the start of your playthrough, we of course have the Timber achievement, which you get for breaking your first tree. But there's also one for breaking your first life crystal and ore, looting your first naturally spawning chest, surviving your first blood moon, throwing a yo-yo for the first time, surviving your first slime rain, fishing in lava for the first time, and finally, killing a pinky if you happen to see one spawn. But they are pretty rare. That's already a good amount of achievements for this glitch. But we aren't done, as there's even more you do later on in the game, which will allow you to get more items for this glitch, since you will have access to more of their starting materials. But as I will get to later on in this video, you can almost get every item in the game before even beating a single boss. It just requires some shimmer and planning. Regardless though, having more achievements to do this glitch with throughout the game's progression is really useful. And you can start with breaking your first evil biome altar, mining your first hard mode ore, using your first life fruit, maxing out your health, summoning 9 minions, and finally, flying the quad drone for the first time. Now, like I mentioned not too long ago, while you do need one of the crafting materials for the item you want to get through this glitch, you can still get items that mainly require crafting items you don't have access to. Since you can only get craftable items from this glitch, everything you get from it can be thrown in Shimmer, which will give you its crafting materials. This means you can do something like getting the zenith at the start of your playthrough using the Timber glitch, find your Shimmer biome, break the zenith down, break down the Terra blade, break the true Excalibur down, and then use chlorophyte bars alongside the achievement you get for breaking your first life crystal in the glitch to get the drill mount, which when shimmered will give you access to all the luminite gear that you normally can only get after beating Moonlord, before you even beat your first boss. And of course, that's only just one of the options to skip through the game's progression using the glitch. But it would take way too long to go over every single possible route with this. Luckily though, when you go to an item's wiki page, it will show you every single crafting recipe it's in. So if you just spend some time on there, you will quickly figure out how to get the item you're looking for, regardless of what point of the game you're at. And that wraps up this video. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, this glitch was discovered by Polar Bear, who originally used it to get the world record for getting a zenith the fastest. But it wasn't long before 2 other people made their own runs and overtook him for the world record. So make sure to check out their videos as well, which I'll have linked in the description. Thanks for sticking to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Terraria videos like this in the future. And as always, make sure to have a wonderful day.